Hi, my name is Michelle Ball and I'm currently Chair of the Neighbourhood Interest Group and Vice Chair of the Tenant and Leaseholders Committee. I thought it might be useful for our tenants and leaseholders to find out more about the role of the Tenant and Leaseholder Partnership team. I'm now going to introduce you to Val Wright, who's head of this team. Hi Val.
Hi Michelle.
Some of the questions we'd like to ask is, what does your team do?
Okay, I've got a team of 3. I've got 2 tenant leasehold partnerships officers. One of them's called Sue and the other one's called Rachel. Rachel's part-time. I've also got a community engagement coordinator called Jackie. Now, my team are responsible for making sure that we are a tenant-led organisation. So we support all the tenants groups that we've got going. We support staff and contractors to make sure that tenants and leaseholders are involved right across the organisation in everything that we do. And my role as head of the service is to make sure that really does happen. We also support the shelter schemes in managing their budgets. And as part of the promises, we promised £50 per tenanted property for tenants in shelter schemes to come together and decide how they want to spend it. So Jackie, as the community engagement coordinator, goes out there and supports the tenants in shelter schemes to spend that money for the benefit of everybody in that scheme. Another role is we are a community organisation, and one of the funds we have got is our community fund, which is £100,000 per year right up until December 2016, and that's available for tenants or members of the community to put in a bid for a project or initiative which is going to improve the quality of life for local residents. So the kinds of initiatives we've supported with that money so far are things like Beaconsfield Football Club. We've bought them a new kit with our logo on as well. We've provided money for Wickham Women's Aid to build their own website. We've funded a coordinator for the Movers and Shakers group, and they go around to our shelter schemes and they do exercise classes, craft exercises or craft activities, and they provide lunches, healthy lunches for the residents there as well. So it's doing a lot of good work in the community and really helping to build our relationships with communities as a whole.
Thank you. What does tenant-led mean? It was a promise that was made when we transferred.
You're right, it was a promise, and that was something that was really dear to our tenants' hearts at the time when we did transfer. So we had to be very clear exactly what we did mean by tenant-led right from the very beginning. We spent quite a lot of time talking to tenants, talking with contractors and staff about what we really meant by tenant-led, and we came up with a phrase which we thought captured everything that we wanted to be. And that phrase is tenants and leaseholders inspire and influence the design, delivery and the outcome of everything we do. So what that means in effect is that tenants and leaseholders are involved in everything, right from the beginning when an idea is thought about to the end when we put it into action and when monitoring a project or whatever it is, making sure that tenants are involved throughout the whole process.
Thank you. But how can tenants get involved, and do they need any special skills?
Oh, there's lots of ways tenants can get involved. Depends really whether they prefer coming to meetings or whether they're quite happy to work from the comfort of their own home. So if they do want to work from their home and not come to meetings, we've got things like they can check our website, make sure everything's on there that tenants want and will find useful on there. They can monitor the cleaning, monitor the grounds maintenance on our estates. They can check communal repairs and fill in monthly reports to let us know how things are going. They can fill in surveys, very simple. Surveys are such an important means of us getting feedback about things. I think sometimes people tend not to fill them in, but it's actually really helpful to us when we're looking at improving the service to look at what our tenants think. So that's a really critical way that everybody can help. It's really easy. Just give us feedback. If you have a workman come into your property doing some repair, you can just go online and give us feedback, whether it's good or bad, and we will use that to develop our service for the future. We've also got lots of different ways people can get involved if they want to get involved in meetings. They may want to work at a strategic kind of level, looking at the business, in which case we've got opportunities for tenants to sit on our board. We've got an improvement commission where that works at quite a high level, and tenants will look at a particular area of our service, look at what works and what doesn't work, and provide recommendations to the board about how we can improve things. In between that, we've got our interest groups, as you know, because you sit on our neighbourhood interest group. We've got 4 of those around different areas of the service. We've got our neighbourhood group, shelter group, leaseholder group, and our repairs and maintenance group. So tenants who've got an interest in any of those areas are very welcome to come and sit on any of those groups and get involved in the day-to-day running of the service. We've got Red Kite champions, as I've mentioned, who monitor the grounds maintenance and cleaning on the estates. We've got our web watchers. We've got a core group of tenants who look at different products and materials and choose the main choices that we offer to our tenants and leaseholders, or tenants rather. And the other thing, really important work that our core group have been doing is looking at our new contracts, and they've actually been involved right from the very beginning in drawing up the tender documents, the specification, interviewing the contractors and awarding those contracts to our new repairs contractors and major works contractors. So a really, really key role that they've had, and they've even been recognised nationally for that because they were nominated for a national award. So we have lots and lots of different ways that tenants can get involved. There is something for absolutely everybody at whatever level they would like to work at. Do you need any special skills, was the other question there. No, you only need to be a tenant and have a knowledge of receiving a service from us, because that is key information, feedback from you about the kind of service that we're providing. So being a tenant is the only skills that you need. If people want to do extra training, we are more than happy to support people in a variety of training.
Oh, great, thank you. How do they find out about getting involved with Red Kite?
We've got lots of information about getting involved on our website, so they can check out our website, or they can call us in the Tenant and Leaseholder Partnerships team directly, or just come in and see us and have a chat. We welcome people to come along and just observe a meeting without committing themselves, just to find out more about what we do. So please contact us if you're interested.
How does someone get involved if they are housebound, can't get out so much?
There's lots of ways they can get involved. Simply filling in surveys, giving us feedback, and you can just go onto our website and give us feedback about the service that we provide. We will be looking for mystery shoppers as well, and that'd be a case of ringing a service and seeing the kind of service that we give them, how quickly the telephone's answered, whether they get helpful people speaking to them at the end of the phone, whether we give them the advice and the information that they actually want and feeding that back to us. That'll be something we'll be developing in the future, and you can do that from your own home.
Thank you. I heard about the Fun Day at Gayhurst Road. Are you planning any similar events in other areas?
Yeah, we actually had an article in the Red Kite News saying to people that if they would like to do their own Fun Day, we would be more than happy to support it as Red Kite. So to let us know about the initiatives, what they're planning to get out of them, who else is involved in them, and we'll have a look at supporting them in the future. We did support a Community Fun Day over the August Bank Holiday in Lane End, and that was a really, really great day, and it was also an opportunity to get feedback from residents there about the playing fields and the sports pavilion, because we're working with the local residents there, looking at ways that we can develop that in the future. It is quite run down at the moment, and we want to get some funding to develop that for the benefit of residents. And we're filled in questionnaires at their Fun Day, getting their ideas on that.
Great, thank you very much, Val.